Hey guys, what's up? Tyler here, and today I'm going to be reviewing Odyssey by Calen Morelli, presented by Theory11. Now, before I go into my review, I want to show you guys a performance video, but before I show you this performance video, it's going to look kind of crappy because I'll just tell you right now, the gimmick ring is not the right size for me. The regular ring is the right size, but the gimmick ring is I need like a bigger size, so I'm using a smaller ring than what I should be. And so it's going to be kind of a clunky performance, but bear with me on it. I tried to show as many moves of it as I could. I couldn't show all of them because there's just some utility moves, 5 and 6, that I just don't feel comfortable with because I didn't feel too hot performing them. So I'm only going to show you just a few of the utility moves and then a move at the end that I kind of came up with to support Calen. So please enjoy this really shoddy performance of Odyssey. Again, you can clearly see that it's on my index finger, right? But with a little shake, I could call this like a vibration move. Cause it to vibrate like that, and it goes clearly onto my middle finger. I'm just going to slide it down a little bit. It doesn't fit all the way. But you saw me move it from one finger to the next, but that was just a finger over. That could have been sleight of hand. So what I'm going to try to do now, I'm just going to try to take a wave. So what I'm going to try to do is do that vibration move again to where I don't cover it with my hand, 'cause you probably didn't see what happened. So I'm just going to take my hand down like that, give it like a little shake like that, and then it appears right on the thumb like so. I can also make it go from the middle finger down. I can just give it a little bit of pull and it pops right off like that. Now I've been doing it all from one hand, right? Let's see if I can also get the ring to manipulate from just this side down onto my other hand. So I'm going to have you see it directly like that, and it goes right on like so. Okay, so what I've been doing is I've been moving it from hand to hand, but what I'm going to try to do is I want you to like actually cover it. I want you to cover it just like that at first. Yeah, now I'm just going to keep my hand here like this, and you can clearly see it. I want you just to blow on. Yep, like that. Now slowly take your hands off. Slowly take them off. You'll see that it disappeared, and it went down here like that, see? Now, let's see if it's the same ring. I'll make it come through. So there's the camera, like that, and comes off just like that, and it's fully examinable at that point. So basically, most people could tell that the ring is not the material that it should be, but I was actually performing for you, and it was in the middle of daylight, so, and you caught it like within like 1 to 2 moves kind of what was going on. And that might have been because it was a smaller ring. So I will have an updated review on this once I get probably the proper ring size, and that might affect the score a little bit. But overall, you pretty much had an idea. And then what I did is Calen's last utility move where, and it's not in the trailer I don't think, where you hold your hand and I have the spectator place their hand and then they place another hand underneath and I place my hand here, and the ring warps from here to there. Now, Calen teaches it with the gimmicked ring, but I feel like there's so much heat on that gimmicked ring, because that's what you were looking at. Like, the heat was all on the gimmicked ring, that I had the idea of switching it for the regular ring. And so that move, when I revealed to you that it's been on this hand and I took it off, that's what fooled you, actually. So, like, my little addition that I made to that utility move actually saved the entire performance, and then you're like, oh, well, how do you do the rest of it? Because it's not what I thought it was. When you were actually correct, you actually had a pretty close idea of what was going on, but like once I handed you that like ungimmicked ring, you're like, wait, what the heck? And then I performed Reflex by Patrick Kuhn, and then you're like, well, yeah, he's still able to do moves with this ring, so therefore, like, this is the only ring he's been using. There's like, you had no idea I had switched it. So during the tutorial, even Patrick Kuhn calls that move cute. Like, it's not just like a serious thing. I mean, it's probably my favorite utility move because it gets the spectator involved, and whenever the spectator is involved, it's always better. But this performance, it's not a worker. It is not something I, as someone that would go out and perform on stage or perform street magic, I would not do. The only thing that it's good for is probably like Instagram magic or just recording it for video, because in a real life scenario, it's not a good trick. And you would probably agree with that. Like, you're not heavily into magic, but you don't have to be like a cook to taste the soup, right? Like, you could just say, no, that effect sucks. Yeah. So you know, it didn't impress you, it didn't impress anyone else. And people might say, oh, well, your performance is bad, but, you know, just right from the get-go, like, something seems off about it, just the gimmick itself. So I would say save your money on it. I do not recommend buying this unless you need something for like your Instagram or your YouTube page where you're not going to be performing for anyone other than a camera. That is the only scenario where I would actually perform this seriously. In terms of stage or street magic, it's a no-go. I do feel a little bit taken on this, that, you know, it's $34.95 and I don't really feel like you get your money's worth on it. So I'm actually going to give it a score of, and I'll be a little generous here, a 6 out of 10. Now that score is subject to change once I get a more proper fitting ring, and I'll give an updated review once that happens. But yeah, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. And the reason why I give it a semi-decent high score is because a lot of thought was put into the utility moves. Like, even though you know what the gimmick is, like if I were just to hand it to you, you probably couldn't make it go from finger to finger. So there is a lot of thought that went into the gimmick itself, and well, the moves that go along with it. But yeah, so at the end of the day, I don't recommend it, but you know, if you need something for Instagram, check it out. So I will have more updated reviews coming along with the channel. I'll probably have Quantum Space by Calen Morelli coming out, Sleeper by Owen O'Hare. I think I have something by the other brothers as well, Confetti Card I think it is, and I have like a bunch of other reviews. So be sure to subscribe to the channel if you want to find out more about those reviews, and I'll be sure to keep the comment coming. So thanks for watching.